Hi guys, I'm Johnny. So you want to know what Path of Exile is? Well, go online and find out. Wait a minute, you are online. So let's do this. Path of Exile is a dungeon crawler online RPG similar to Diablo 2. Similar? What am I talking about? It's basically Diablo 2 on steroids. What I mean by this is, well, let's take Diablo 3 for example. When compared to Diablo 2, the game has taken a more friendly noob approach. Path of Exile takes the opposite route. In my opinion, it is one of the most complex hardcore RPG experience you can have at this moment. Because of the complexity of the game, it is impossible to cover all in one video, but I'll try to go over the most important things you must know. So the game starts similar to Diablo 2, where you have to choose one of the 6 classes of the game. There is a 7th class, but you must finish the game first in order to unlock. The classes are Marauder, which has strength as its primary attribute, the Radiant class with dexterity, and the Witch with intelligence. Now, if you've never heard of dexterity, strength or intelligence in a game before, don't worry, just close this video immediately and go on with your life. This is not the game for you. The next 3 classes have the attributes combined. Templar with strength intelligence, Duelist with strength dexterity, and Shadow with dexterity intelligence. The 7th class named Scion has all 3 attributes combined. Now you must think to yourself, wait a second, if Scion has all 3 attributes it must be the best class. The answer is no. In fact, the reason for this character is locked at the beginning of the game is that it's pretty hard to make a viable build as a noob. The fact of the matter is, there is no best one in the game, because the game does not limit your class. All classes can overcome the attribute limit and can use the same spells, wear the same armors, and so on. The big difference between classes is the starting point in the skill tree. Are you a little confused at this point? Don't worry, I'm sure that by the end of this video, you will be completely lost. The skill tree is shared by all classes, and each class has a different starting area in it. The skill tree has approximately 1200 passive skills, yeah, that's big, and you will have about 120 skill points to invest. The passive skills are composed, ranging from simple stats to skills that will completely change your build. The possibilities with this enormous skill tree are endless, and here is where the problems for new players begin. Because of the multitude of options you get here, it's pretty easy to completely mess everything up. Well, the next logical thing will be to go online and find a build you like and copy it. The phrase "it's a trap" comes to mind. Let me explain why in this scenario. So you go on YouTube, you find a video about a build, and in it there is some dude who single-handedly kills wave after wave of high-level mobs, and takes down bosses without breaking a sweat. So naturally, you want to copy his build, so you can be as awesome as him. Hold on pal, don't go in the black van just because the nice man is holding candy. Yes, you can copy his skill tree and spells, but you will not have his insanely expensive items, and in most cases, in order for the build to work, you will need those. So what I'm trying to tell you is that as a new player, you will need a build that does not require expensive items, and can do endgame maps in order to get those insane items for that awesome character you wanna create. For this reason I have researched and looked builds that will do just that. So far, I have come up with 2 builds for you, the Summoner Witch and the Dual Flame Totem Templar. Each build has pros and cons, and it will be up to you to decide what better suits your playstyle. I'm going to make separate videos for each build with in-depth explanation for the mechanics of the build, so be sure to check them out. And now, some crucial information about the game. Let's start with spells. All spells in the game come in the form of gems, and in order to use a spell, the gem has to be socketed in an item you are wearing, and both of the gem and the socket must be the same color. There are 2 major types of gems, spell gems and support gems. Spell gems are the actual spells and attacks you can use, and support gems are modifiers for them. Quick example, you are using the spell gem Fireball. You can add support gems like multiple projectiles, which will increase the number of fireballs you can cast, or add increased critical strike, or fast cast rating, or you can even add support gems like Blood Magic to use life instead of mana for casting that spell. You can have multiple support gems to a single spell gem, but in order for them to work, they must be socketed on the same item, and the sockets of that item must be in link. I'm sure by now you are totally lost. But wait, it gets better! With an insanely massive crafting system in place, where almost anything in the game can be crafted or in some way modified. Hell, you can even take a simple white item and turn it into the best rare in the game. Okay, this game only gets more complex the more you talk about it. So let's do some quick notes. The game has prayer housing. The game gets a major update every 4 months or so. The game is not in any way pay to win. I know, hard to believe. There are different leagues in the game with awesome rewards. The PvP is pretty good. You can create your own guild, which I will wanna do at some point. I'll keep you posted when I start, maybe you will wanna join. There is so much more content in the game, it's hard to cover it all. So if you are still interested in the game and you want to make it past level 60, be sure to check my next videos where you will be able to choose one of the starting builds and your adventure can begin with a 100% guarantee that you will reach the end game content, which is where the game actually begins. My name is Johnny, see you next time.